Welcome everyone to the Homestead. My name's Forrest Stevens, and today we've got another preserving / cooking video. This one is dealing with tomatoes. We've grown a ton of tomatoes. These are all ours, and we need to process them. We need to preserve them. Otherwise, they're going to go to waste and they're going to end up in the compost. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be making an extremely simple tomato sauce, and this is going to be a fresh sauce. It's not going to be a highly rendered down marinara or anything like that. It's just going to be a fresh sauce that you use as a base. And I don't need a ton of extra equipment for that. I'm just going to need simple canning gear like these canning tongs, some sanitized jars. I'm using a lot of these Amish paste tomatoes. These are a nice heirloom tomato. These are a Cherokee purple tomato. So I'm using a variety of different tomatoes here, and a lot of these aren't really market ready. They've got these kind of patches on them, but that doesn't matter for sauce. That doesn't matter for canning. So these are perfect for what we're doing here. We start with adding our tomatoes to a pot of boiling water and cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until you start seeing the skin crack on them. Then fill a bowl halfway with water and ice and add your tomatoes to that ice bath. We're now going to remove the skins, the tops, and a little bit of the core if necessary. The way we do that is by hand. You can just peel off the skin and then use a small paring knife to chop the top off, slice it in half and cut the core out, or just the top of the core. Just whatever it looks like it is has a little bit of green or anything like that. You want to cut that out of your sauce. Now this peeling process is a little bit time consuming, but if you don't have a tomato sauce machine, then this is your alternative, which is obviously just more time consuming. But I think next year I will get one of those machines that you just put the tomatoes in and it separates the seeds and the skins and all that. But this is the old school way of doing it, and it works. Then what I do is I put all the tomatoes into a bowl and I'll crush them up a bit. And this is about 4 liters or 1 gallon of tomato sauce. So I've added 2 tablespoons of salt, and you could add a little bit more than that, but this is just the salt to get the party started. Because when you make this sauce after opening up one of these jars, you'll want to probably render it down or cook your pasta in it so that you get some of this water off as well and condense the flavor down. Fill your jars with the tomato sauce and leave just about a ½ an inch of space between the lid and the sauce. We also add just a few basil leaves. Some people just do 1. I did about 3 or 4 per jar. We're then going to put the jars in a pot of water and have the water about 1 inch above the top of the jars. And we're going to bring that water to a boil and bring it down to a simmer for 40 to 45 minutes. What this is going to do is this is going to actually break the sauce down a little bit and turn it into something that can be canned and something that won't start to degrade inside of the can and create pressure and issues later on. You can now enjoy fresh tomatoes any time of year with this method. And unlike a condensed tomato sauce, this really does feel fresh. This is something you can add to your pasta or whatever, and it gives that essence of freshness that summer tomatoes give. So everybody enjoy. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Homestead or the next recipe video that we do here. Thanks for watching.